Hey guys, Dead Oak here. I'm going to go over a couple of things, primarily the shotgun microphone, and further explain the clicking and the power suggestion, stuff like that, and go over some comments in this video. You will get to see my feet at the end of the video, so let's get into it. So the point of shotgun mics is to try to ignore sound that you are not focusing directly on. So in this example, this is the front of the mic, and this will be the back, and that little square is the receiver, and that's like the aux cord out. So you have the sound wave. It comes in this way, and it travels down straight into here. But if you have a sound that's up here, what'll happen is it'll come down here, and it'll make it somewhat laminar. So it'll go around, and it'll pretty much bounce in here until it goes this way. So if you have a sound over here versus a sound here, this one will appear quieter because it does bounce around, but the sound will actually come through here and then travel this way. It'll quite literally revert or alter the sound wave pattern to make it uniform. This will be a little bit quieter than this one because this one's going straight back and it has little to no interference. But this one, they will sound relatively from the same direction. Ignore the dog hair. So let's go ahead and pull off the foam here. As you can see, right here, you can actually see directly through it. There's literally nothing here. All this is just a molded plastic with a windscreen right from here to here. And it just has more of these small holes. And you can actually see the receiver here. You see that's the sound receiver. It's literally just plugged directly in there. So the sound will come in boop, through here, travel straight down, and there be no issue. But if a sound was, say, coming directly onto it, it's going to hit this, and the I don't know what you call them, crenellations, whatever they're called, will go through and redirect the audio this way to make it seem more uniform, and somewhat block out sounds from the side. So whenever you're told that the sound is coming from here and you point the camera here, the sound will appear, obviously as it's coming from here. But if you're recording from here and then you say the sound is over here and you turn the camera quickly, you're not really going to be able to tell the direction of the audio because it uniformly moves the audio in the same direction because of how these microphones actually work. This whole thing isn't a microphone. There's not like microphones all up and down this. This is literally just a plastic housing with a very specific shape molded to it, and then there is the electronic stuff back here. This is all just plastic to redirect the audio this way. And now to do the worst thing on planet Earth, I'm going to read the YouTube comments section. Just kidding, I actually love reading your comments. You guys are really nice. Well, most of you. Alfonso says, I can completely see some of your points here, but the question is, how are the footsteps moving all around if it's just them popping their toes or ankles? Well, it's actually not moving around. The sound is coming directly from their toes. And what Satori does, what Cody does, is he has the power of suggestion. And he will pop his toes and immediately look to the side and point. Or they together will look and put on a little bit of a performance of where the audio is coming from, causing the camera to turn, which then the entire, audience's focus is shifted. So all he has to do is convince one person to turn the camera, and then the entire audience of, millions of people, their attention has been shifted because he fooled one person. So that's how they get the audio to move around. It's not actually moving around. It's just being heavily suggested and implied that it's moved around, because you can actually listen to the audio and the sounds are coming directly from the same location. You can get, you compare the left-right channel and you'll see that they are in the same location. Now, with the street magic stuff, the power of suggestion, that comes into play, especially, when making the noise. And then you also have the shotgun microphone effect, which I'll go into a little bit in depth later. But basically, the shotgun mic ignores audio to left and right, directly left and right, 90 degrees. It focuses on 90, and then the 45s, it'll kind of, tamper out there because it's trying to focus on whatever the camera's looking at instead of the stuff that's to the side of it. I don't know anymore says, I honestly feel like Sam and Colby got scammed by them. I've always believed Sam and Colby, but as much as I want to believe Cody and Satori, I just can't. Yeah, I mean, their story is completely bogus. It's false. It's fake. The whole, this has never happened until we met. There's videos of Cody doing this before, years and years ago. He probably forgot he even did this, but it's on YouTube, and I'll go over that a little bit later in this video. But Sam and Colby aren't in on this. I don't think so anyways. The emotional reaction that Sam gave was genuine, and he got tricked by information that he didn't think was online or anybody would be able to get. But, 3 simple Google searches of just gossip information led directly to that information. So it's not far-fetched. If somebody wanted to get that information, they could, and they did. And that fooled Sam and Colby. He's, very good friends with Sam, so he's going to believe Sam. If Sam's in it, he's going to be in it. It's, you'd believe your friends, because why would Sam lie about that? So I think that they just bought into it, and Cody and Satori are just the con artist here. Alexis says, now I feel stupid for actually believing them. No one's dumb or stupid for actually believing them. I've seen this comment quite a lot. I personally have a background in administration, specifically internal affairs, and oftentimes, like 99% of the times, there is no evidence to back up any claims to what someone says, and you have to go off of what people are saying. And so you have to figure out, intentions, motives, why they would do this, what they gain, what they lose, what the other person gains, what the other person loses, all that kind of stuff. And it is a very difficult position. And this video threw me for a loop, and I'm very skeptical. When I watched it, I was obviously extremely skeptical the first time. I was like, I don't know about that. That's too phantasmal, too fantastic. But it took me a while, and I can make the same noise. I can do the same move. And I do it frequently to mess with people, and it's still, like, even with that, it still threw me for a loop. And it took me a while to put things together, and I had to actually go do, hardcore research and see, could I get the same information, which I showed in, the previous video. So no one's dumb for this. It's a very good con, but it is just that, it's a con. I don't know how to say this name. Can we just not do this ever again? Starting to think you people just want to see my feet. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. My feet! You wanted to see my feet? You'll see my feet. So here, we have 2 feet. Nothing here, just me. And there's that noise over there. You hear that? You hear that? It's tapping all around. It's all over. No, it's coming from right here and right here. So, it's freezing cold out here. That's how it's done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for hanging out to the end. I got a new video coming out tomorrow, which will be a breakdown of the Sam and Colby interview of Cody and Satori at the Conjuring House when they were still there. I can't believe I got that right. This is like the 4th take. I have a lot of information in that. I've written a really big script. I don't really write scripts. But thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure you subscribe so you can see that video. This is a new channel, so it means a lot. Thanks. Later.